It has been 14 weeks since I have uploaded. I've actually had to do some research, I guess, to figure out when I had last uploaded. I was doing them by the week, so it was week 14. It is technically now week 28. Hi. Yeah, it's been a while. That's the whole thing. I'm still here. I'm just working. So any of you that are in retail jobs, customer service, anything dealing with people, you will understand why, especially the last few months. Sorry, I'm getting up and taking off the shirt that I have on. I have a shirt on underneath it, so quit it. But yeah, the people. Oh boy. So I have I work, I work for people. I work at a place that makes food. And it's not that people are mean, but people are not nice. Hold on, I'm also putting some stuff away. Okay, cool. So that I can get closer. So we're gonna talk, and it's basically going to be very redundant. Hopefully less time consuming, though. I am also putting out a something to do with diamond dots. So you guys have seen the progress that I've made in the past with diamond dots. And let me start this while I'm talking. I had 3 months ago, or years. So let's go back. I had quite some time ago. Hold on, even though I was comfortable, let me get back up here. Okay. And kind of adjust this a little bit. Good enough. So I had quite some time ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, decided that I wanted to not really do YouTube and Twitch for any monetary reason. It was just to be creative. And then I was told that I had to get a job that required me making an hourly wage. Okay, cool. I part-timed it so that I could still do what I wanted. And you guys seen that because I'm looking on my YouTube thing right now. So you guys had seen that I had done pretty much close to a whole year of YouTube stuff. Even before then, because my channel's been around for a while, and that's being nice about it. And yeah, I have done planner stuff. I have mostly lawn fawn things with Happy Planner and cards, and it really sucks that I stopped. Now, that being said, I have simplified a lot of my life because I basically moved my plate from something that was like this to something that was like this, that was just one hand so that I could hold on to like a stuffed animal with the next one. That's kind of how I see it. Just my hands got full of things real quick. And it was all myself doing and everything. Okay, so to start this, This is a new one. I'm still doing new Lawn Fawn stamps. Like, I still buy them. I don't use them. I still buy them. It's really obnoxious. So this is Highland Cows. I have so many reasons why I bought this. So, also I have useless information about Highland Cows. They were originally from Scotland, and I think they were, and Queen Elizabeth II loved them so much that she had them migrate all over, like, the colonies, holy shit, the, countries and states and whatever, everything that she had, there are Highland Cows all over the fucking place now. So, considering that Scotland is kind of right on top of England, they hold a special place in my heart. And especially the last few years. But yeah, I honestly thought about getting a simplified tattoo of one of these things. And I haven't really told anybody until now. But yeah, it was just one of those things where I thought about it. I don't know if I'm ever going to follow through with it. 'Cause right now they mean a lot. And hopefully, Highland Cows in some form will mean a lot for quite some time. For reasons. So, so yeah, oh goodness, so I know that they've changed, like, the stuff a little bit, but all of the stamps kind of have a smell to them because they're polyurethane. This one is particularly polyurethane-y, which isn't bad. I don't mind the smell. Okay. So we're going to be mixing this in with another butterfly one that I haven't used in forever. This one's another one that says I like small butterflies. I can't remember where. There was another one that I had used recently that was I like big butterflies. So that would be why. Yeah, so where have I been? What have I been doing? I've been here, just existing. And while it's okay, it could be so much better. I think I want this one and this one. Kinda wish I had one that wasn't, does this one? Yes, this one is facing the other direction. Okay, cool. I kind of wanted to face the other direction, because, you know. Okay, I think these ones are going to be watching this one. These ones are going to be heavily judging this one. So, I have, so I've been working at my place of employment for the last February, March, April, May, June, July. I'm gonna say for the last year and a half. That means, it doesn't really mean anything, but I've also, let me see. You're cooking, you're doing demos, but you're part of management. There are technically 3 of those, so 1, 2, 3, and then the boss. There are literally 5 rungs in the ladder where I work. So you have the person who does the events, the demos. I'm being rather cryptic because if you do the math, you know where I work and what I do. But the person who runs the demos just strictly does that. You have 1, 2, 3. So you have 2 that are just regular old supervisors, and then you have the senior supervisor, and then you have the event manager. I'm right here. I've been there less than it, like, I've been there for a year and 5 months, and I'm here. That is very extraordinary and rare. Uh, yeah. And, like, because of that, I mean, it's okay, but I've been doing a lot, and my social battery can only handle so much. So I'm still doing demos, obviously. So the only person who doesn't do demos is the event manager. I'm working on it. I don't know, do I want this? I kind of wanted it here or there. Nah. But yeah, I've been doing a lot. There are so many things I don't understand. Particularly, why are adults the way they are? Like, I don't understand why people don't pick up after themselves, help others without complaining. Like, oh my goodness. The whole thing is ridiculous. Like, I work mostly with older people that just want some extra money from their, besides like Social Security, what they get from the government that they paid into. Mostly because like the rising cost of everything is forcing them back into work. A lot of them have to work, which is absolutely ridiculous. Welcome to America. Excuse me. And there's also a lot of people, there are a couple of them that are younger, that are passing the time by working while going to college, or while, where's this one goes here? What else? Passing the time while literally just passing time at this point. I think all of the kids are in college or just don't know what to do with their lives. There are a couple of them where I don't understand. Like, they obviously don't want real jobs. They live with their parents still. So, yeah. Lucky them. I don't think I'd want to live with my mom any more than what I already did. But, you know, yeah. So, not knocking my mom, because I know that sometimes she watches. But there comes a time whenever you don't live with your parents anymore. Granted, it is also, so I am not guaranteed full time, but I work 36 to 45 hours. It all depends on how things are going that week. And I cannot afford a 1-bedroom apartment. And like, I can't, if I could, it wouldn't be living. It would literally be surviving. There would be no, well, I don't need like Netflix and stuff like that, but there wouldn't be a whole lot of anything. Great way to lose weight, I guess, even though most of my weight is due to stress. Not something I want to do, though. So, yeah, it's very crazy that I, in the position that I am, cannot afford to, be on my own. Which is ridiculous, to me, at least. Alright. So, on that note, I was talking to whom I'm lovingly going to call my UK boyfriend, because that's what I call him whenever I'm at work. and, and it works out. But anyway, that implies that I have boyfriends everywhere. I do not. It is just Rob, and only Rob, and that is it. However, UK boyfriend sounds a lot better. I can feel the embarrassment from here. Okay, so they're really not orange though, they're kind of more brown. That is coral. That is red. Cool, we're gonna just stick with this. So yeah, I was talking to him about getting back to doing this, because he was the one that kind of spurred me on getting back to it in the first place earlier this year. So it makes sense that I would, if I'm... It's not that I don't have the time. It's not that I don't have the patience, and obviously I have all the stuff. So I don't need money to do this. That being said, I'm also not doing this to, become YouTube famous or anything like that. It is literally, I had set up channels back before I had to get a job, and I'm not using them. And why am I not using them? Well, because every time I think about it, I get really pissed off at the fact that I knew what I wanted to do, and I don't know if that would have made me happy. But I've said yes to everything else that has made other people in my life happy. Well, they thought they were going to be happy. Turns out that, that didn't work out. So, yeah, it's just one of those things of, because what Ember's father wanted to do didn't work out properly, now I have to come in and fix it. I'm a fixer. It really pisses me off, and I wish that I wasn't. But considering that we live together, I kind of have to be. Boy's gonna have brown ears. So, yeah, that's kind of been my problem, is that I didn't see doing this as defiance. I saw doing this as one more thing on my plate that I have to do. I am already feeling like I'm doing so much. This is just one more thing. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm already doing this. Granted, I'm not doing this, but I am doing Diamond Dot stuff. I am doing paint by numbers. I'm doing creative stuff. You guys have seen it. I've shown it to you. But I haven't stopped that. Wow, those are really orange ears. Yeah, I haven't stopped doing that. The thing is that I just didn't post it anymore. It's not that this takes too long to do. I don't really do much for editing. And it's not like I'm doing it for the views or anything like that. I can put myself out into the world and take myself... Wow. I can put myself in and take myself out of it as quickly as I want. That's morbid. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like... I wanted to do this, and me pretty much being told, do this first. And it sounded like a do this for me first. To which I have rebelled a little bit. But now I'm working for me. Like, I'm working to make sure that I have money, because I've kind of said screw it and just, I want to do what I want to do. So I have been 39 now for over a month. It's been a month and a few days, and it's gonna sound bad, and I don't mean it to, but the things that I've accomplished really weren't things that have been, what is it? Things that have been, you know, okay to be accomplished. Like, I feel like my paint by numbers aren't really a whole lot. The diamond dots that I'm doing don't really mean anything, and they don't. Like, in the long run, I know that they don't. However, if I can go and do what I used to do. So if you look, please don't, but if you look, like, years ago, I was doing, let me see if I can look. Oh god. Years ago, 4, 5, 6, 22, 21, 2020. So yeah, like 6+ years ago. When was the first one? Yeah. 2019. And I'm looking at live streams. Yeah, it was crazy because I need to delete that. Alright, well, whatever. But yeah, like, I was doing what were called productivity streams. So basically it was an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, of, you know, people coming together and being productive. Like, I don't care if you were writing, I don't care if you were singing, I don't care if you were doing chores. Just, you know, hi, it's nice to see that you're here, get your shit done. And I miss doing that. I have time where I could go back online and do it again. And granted, it's going to be late night because that's just easier. But it's still one of those things where, you know, and I also, not whenever I do that, but for this, I use my phone. Like, I'm recording on my phone. So, one of those things where it's like, I could go back to doing that. And then I have the idea that I can do my diamond dots and show them. I don't even have to show my face, which I've been told my face is pretty. But yeah, sorry. Like, I want to do that. I have the time to do that. If I'm already doing, this just quietly, then, you know, why can I not do it online? Why can't I just hit a button and do the thing? And that was what I was talking to Rob about, was that I want to do this again. I have the time to do this. So why am I not doing it? That is going to be way too dark. And, God, the best part, this is why he's my boyfriend and why I love him, by the way. There are reasons. So, it wasn't what I've usually been met with the whole, well, if you want to do it, then just do it. Or, well, it doesn't matter to me. I didn't get that. And it's not what... I've known him for 2.5, 3 years-ish. So I know that that's not what he was going to say. He wasn't going to be flippant about how I feel about things, which, God, is so nice. Hold on, I think my camera's slipping. Let me put you back there. Yes, yes. Okay, good. But it's just one of those things where it was kind of like a breakdown of, okay, well, what are you planning on doing? And he's told me that, you know, he's missed watching these. Mostly because he likes hearing me babble on about my day, because he's a weirdo. But yeah, just one of those things where it's like, as I keep reiterating, I have the time. I've got the stuff, so I do not need the money. And I'm already doing it, so that's enough motivation. This one is another really fucking orange. Jesus. So yeah, it's just one of those things where, why not just do it? And, you know, recalling the 90s Nike commercials. So yeah, that's what I am just doing. So the next couple of weeks, in that I don't like this one, in theory, should be really easy. And the reason why I'm doing any of this is because I will actually have a schedule to write on here. Because it was really not irritating, but it was kind of annoying to be like, first of all, my daughter's out of school, so don't have to deal with any of that. But it was kind of irritating to be like, okay, well, this is my day, and there wasn't a whole lot on there. It was literally just work, and that's it. And that also did not aid to the problem. And the problem being that I'm literally just, I'm working and that's it. And then, I am getting better though. Like, the last few months, cause I kinda went into, like, a funk where it was just like, I don't want to really do anything. I'm just gonna sit here and, like, watch YouTube, and that was it. And in talking to Rob, pretty much it's been every day now, and he's really pulled me out of the whatever it is that I'm in. He's been so helpful, because it's just a very positive take on stuff. And I know that he doesn't understand or know that he's doing that, and I know that he's not doing it on purpose. I also know that he's listening. Hi. But yeah, it's just one of those things where we started out as listening to one another's videos, because I happen to like how he talks, he happens to like how I talk. Fucking weirdo. And yeah, so we both like Minecraft. We both were watching a specific set of people that play Minecraft. We have a lot of things in common. Also, he has an adorable puppy named Luna. So it all works out. It all works out, conveniently enough. But yeah, it's so nice to have a positive take on something. And it's not just because it's him. It's literally, if I had any friends who also felt like in a positive manner about stuff. And it's not like all of my friends are negative, it's just everybody had the same sort of take on doing things after work. Like, being creative is just like, oh, you're doing it just to monetize it. Well, obviously not, because I've been doing this for over 6 years, and if I really wanted to monetize it, I would have stuck around rather than gotten scared and stopped. I was doing pretty well for myself, I'd like to think. And then I stopped. And then came back to it, but wasn't writing. So, yeah. Like, I was making friends. I was doing some really good things. I actually had I was going to be in with a select group of people, but the problem is that having to work really puts a damper on that. And, yeah, just not fun. Oh, that isn't. Yep, we're gonna go with that. But literally saying yes to somebody just so that they won't say no to you, so that they can go off and do all the things that they want to do, is not a good relationship. Completely different thing. Not boyfriend Rob. It's just advice that if you're with somebody and they need to do a whole bunch of stuff in order to, if you depend on somebody as the main person in your family, and then they go off and do their own thing, that's not love. that's not how that works. It was another thing that really tore this family apart. So, yeah, that works. So yeah, I am going back to doing not necessarily what I want, because what I want, if I really did what I want, I wouldn't be here. But unfortunately, what are we doing here? Why is... Okay, good, I think. Yeah. If I had it my way, things would be a lot happier. We'll just go with that. Okay, so I need to get on here and figure out what I'm doing versus what I want to do. I'm basically looking at my schedule for the work week, which does not start on Monday. Stupid thing starts on a Wednesday. So much fun, by the way. I love it. Love it. Alright. So, by the way, I'm doing this Sunday night. Everything's fine. I'll go red for work. Hate that. Okay, hold on. This and Tuesday. God. Okay. That. So I am playing manager tomorrow, which I usually do, but tomorrow and Tuesday. Normally my days off are Tuesday and Wednesday. No. So I'm getting a little bit of overtime, which is nice. So instead, I have Wednesday and Thursday off. And then... Really? Am I? Yes. And And I go back to my regularly scheduled program until the week after, whenever my boss is going to the grand opening of another place, which means that I get to play the boss and everybody is happy. I love it when they're all happy. However, it also makes me very sad because I bring very calming energy, surprisingly enough. My boss does not. And while I don't mind, because I thrive off of chaos, a lot of the old people don't. Okay, so we'll do this. Fill this out first. So yeah, this is just bare bones. Have fun with my handwriting, by the way. If any of you are handwriting experts, you go right on ahead. I know a little bit about handwriting psychology stuff, to which is really interesting whenever I know that and I kind of look out to see like what it is. Okay, so we will do this. So I have got stuff that I have to do before I do things that I want to do. Alright, so we have I'm thinking that after I get home, me and the monster are gonna go to eat, and Tapioca is a place that sells boba tea. It's really good. Ever since Starbucks changed up their chai and made it just absolutely disgusting and tasteless, I am full on Tapioca now. Like, I don't even go to Starbucks for like one of their protein boxes or anything. Groceries. There are things like bills that I have to pay. I can do that on this day. Anything else? That is Ember's last day. So that is that. And what else? Do I really have anything else to do besides go get groceries, put them away? Yep, you're gonna hear me yawn. Are you one of those people that yawns whenever you hear somebody else yawn or whenever they say the word? So much fun. I don't have anything to do after that I know of. So then it will be gaming time. So I have ideas. I need to work on like Minecraft and stuff like that, but I will not be live. All of my like Twitch and uploading YouTube things, stuff like that, will be later in the day. So I don't even know what I want to put, but it will be, I will be on there at some time. I think what I'm gonna do is put all my stuff down in the one section where you can, the description part, and we'll just see how it goes. So I shouldn't put Diamond Dots because it's not technically Diamond Dots. Diamond Dots is a company. I will be working on that. Hopefully you guys can see that. But yeah, it's a hummingbird. So Tuesday I don't really want to do anything. I'm going to be pretty wiped out after all of that. Tomorrow, and so episode 0, so basically the other thing that I am uploading onto this channel, I can't do cards. Cards are a little too creative for me at the moment. So episode 0 is that diamond dot that I showed you. The diamond painting blit that I showed you. So it is episode 0, which is kitting it out. And basically what I did was I put all 58. Obviously this isn't 58. Thank you. But yeah, I put all of these all together. Here's the other one that is absolute madness. So yeah, I did that and yammered on for a whole hour. I'm so sorry. However, if you'd like to go over and listen to that and give me a thumbs up, that would be lovely. And comment and tell me how absolutely stupid I am. That would be great. Lots of comments. So those are going to be released. And this, and I don't know. I'd like to also play games on there. So and then for these ones, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm just going to put, instead of, I have this. I have this. Does it work still, or is it like... Oh my god. Hi, are you dead? I don't see the tape anymore on here. Ruh-roh. I think you're dead. Oh yeah. I mean... Okay. That's really confusing. Oh, so it snapped up there. Okay, cool, whatever. I can throw that away then. So I'm going to rename that, because it's not Diamond Dots. Diamond Dots is a company. Again, have fun with my handwriting. What else? So I do have a Minecraft world. I have no problem with Rob showing it on his channel, but I don't want to. Mostly because I don't really do a whole lot of stuff on there. And I only go on there, like I go on there whenever he and I are doing stuff, which is usually my days off. While I am putting it on here, it is so toasty in the UK right now. Granted, it's about the same temperature as it is here in Texas. However, they don't have air conditioning there. In fact, I had seen that some parts of the UK, they are buying air conditioners. However, their government is saying to take them out because it hurts the environment. I don't really know how true that is. I've only seen it in one place. But yeah. Ta-da. But yeah, it's nice to use my camera and we can talk back and forth without the, like, the break in Messenger and stuff like that. It's just really nice to talk to somebody beyond, how was your day? It was nice. So the idea is with this is that I will upload it, but I'm not sure when. Either it's going to be like that night for the morning, or I'm not quite sure on a schedule yet. It is something that I will work on this week. So hopefully I wrote that right. That is an H. So yeah, this is it. Again, it's really simple, and it's just basically, I'm really simple, cut in so many ways. But I am putting my stuff back. You can see me literally putting my stuff back. This goes over here more. Oh my god. I also recently donated like over half of my sticker books to my mom's partner's sister, aunt. I'm not quite sure. Relation. I don't know. But either way, I donated a lot of sticker books. I was very happy with that. But yeah, this is it. This is what I have. I also might be doing paint by numbers for Twitch and then uploading it over here. I'm not quite sure, but I have a lot of ideas. But considering that it's almost 45 minutes to an hour that I've been just freaking rambling, I am so sorry. But yeah, I want to make this a creative space again, instead of just dead space, instead of just me blah. So yeah, slowly but surely, we're working on it. With the help of somebody who, you know, puts me in a good mood and actually has a positive part of my life besides my child. It's really nice to have that again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep him around. So I hope that you guys had a good time watching this and an okay time listening to me ramble on. Thank you. I'm sorry. And I hope that you guys have a nice day.